last but certainly not least on what we're covering here is this new headline that just came out about just under 1 million. I think it's like 899,000 new Asian buyers to be expected in Canada by 2025. This has clickbait to me written all over it. What are your thoughts on this? Because this is, to me, is somebody that is just looking for publication. They want some news coverage. It's a PR stunt. Any substance behind this report?
Other than it was a StatsCan number. So, if Statistics Canada is putting that number out there, what does it really mean? And given, the limitations they're putting on foreign buyers, I don't totally get where they think it's going to go or why they bring it to our attention. Having said that, the reality of it is that there's always somebody who figures out a way to work around the system. And we talked about it when we talked about foreign buyers and what the actual penalties are, for example. And ultimately the penalties, we got an election coming up in a couple of years. The whole program might fall apart. And so there's lots of foreign investors who are willing to take the risk. When you see that maximum fines are only 10 grand, they're willing to take the risk. And I think at the end of the day, it could be a thing. It's just be aware of it. And it's going to be interesting to see how it unfolds. The point is that, again, this was a StatsCan number. So they're obviously aware of it. And it's interesting that there's some focus on it by StatsCan, given what some of the rules are around foreign buyers.
Yeah, very interesting report. But, is it going to make a fundamental difference in this marketplace? I'm not so sure, Patrick. I think you're 100% right. I think it's given where we're at in this marketplace with the new rules that have come out. Is this going to transpire? I don't know. It's a forecast. It's a guess. It's that person's best guess at it, including StatsCan. And we all know, Patrick, StatsCan does. Just because StatsCan puts it out doesn't mean it's necessarily accurate. The same way, just because the Bank of Montreal puts out a report doesn't mean it's necessarily accurate. So I would take this one with a grain of salt. I certainly am.
Well, I think so. And I've said before, I don't think people are generally looking for something to blame for the problems that we're apparently facing when it comes to supply versus demand. And so we look at, and the government is great, and the newspapers or the media is great at shining a light on this thing called foreign buyers. Let's blame them. We know that foreign buyers are maybe a very small part of an overarching, much larger problem. So I don't put a lot of credence, I never have, around foreign buyers and what they do. It's good politics. So that's how I'm looking at it.
Asian buyers covered.
If you're interested in learning about investing in real estate the right way, look at our Real Estate Investing in Canada program. 15 steps to successfully investing in real estate. Thousands of real estate investors have learned the right way to invest in real estate following those 15 steps. You're absolutely going to love that program. Take a look, click on the link in the description below.
If you want to see more stuff like this, click here. If you want to see the entire show, click there.